Okay, here's how to cut a piece of vinyl using Cricut or Cricut Design Center web-based software. So once you're logged in, you can start a new project from the link in the upper right, or just use in your list of projects. You can click on the new project button, and it takes you to your layout space, where 00 is your upper left corner, which is useful when you're lining things up. So let's just put some text down, and this is not how I would do this, but let's just use this as an example. So we'll add text here, and now I want to place my text. I can do that with the coordinates and I can rotate it as well. So I'm going to put it in the upper left corner and give me a 1/4 inch space from the upper left corner. So I put a 1/4 inch in both of those. I can see the height and the width of the actual text itself. So I have 1 inch high text for 72 point font, because there are 72 points in an inch. And then that gives me the width that's shown here. Okay, so if I wanted to cut this, I can go ahead and do it. This make it option here, and this takes you to the layout where it's going to be on the backer board that you have. In this case, since it's text, I will want to mirror it, so it flips it over so that I can iron on. If this was adhesive vinyl, I wouldn't want to mirror it, but there you go, and it's in the positioning that I have it, and then I can continue. And then I don't have the device connected, but if I did, it would be ready, and I would just set the depth of the blade to be to match the vinyl that I have, and I would load it into the machine and let it run, and that would be the end of it. Now just to edit the my projects, I have this project here, and I can go ahead and delete it from my project list. And so yes, and that takes away that project. So that's the workflow in creating a cut vinyl. Now, one of the problems with this is if you use a certain font, you might find that you have to pay for it. So a lot of the times I use a different piece of software to create the text. I'll just show you that real quick. So I use Inkscape, which is open source software, and it allows me to just type in some text and export it out to an image. So that's pretty easy. So I can add here. This is awful big, so I can stretch it out. So this software allows you to do quite a bit, and it really doesn't matter how big it is. Just a control and a drag, I can make it. This is about 8 inches wide, similar to what we just had. And so here I have this selected text, and then I can export it. So there's an export to a PNG or a PNG image, and that is listed off to the side. And export. So I want to export my selection, and I can set the DPI. In this case, 600 is a little high, so 300 DPI is fine for the tracing that happens. So any image that you want to create or pull off the internet, you can clean up in editing or trace it. Even in this Inkscape, it'll trace it for you, and you can create things. But in any case, I want to save it to probably a better place. Just on the desktop would be fine, and I don't care what it's named. There we go, and I'll go ahead and export it. Okay, now that I'm done with that, I can start a new project, and I'm just going to replace the existing one, and this time I'm going to upload an image. I'll click on upload, browse for the image. I put it on my desktop, I believe, and it was called Flow Root. There it is. And there's my text, and it's a simple image, although you could have varying degrees of complexity. So just going to continue and continue. There we go. And now I can choose whether I want to save it as a cut image, which it'll trace it for me, or just as an image. So I do want it to be cut, so I'm going to click the Save As Cut Image, save it, and now it's in my images. Well, now I can go to a new project and add my images from the images. Now this gives you a bunch of images they'd like to sell you, but you can filter it by your uploaded image, and then it's easier to find what you have. And so I can insert the image, and it may be large. In this case, I can just change its size. If I lock the aspect ratio, I won't be skewing it. And so in the width, maybe I only want it 8 inches. I'll just tab over, and then it scales it for you. And I'll position it in the same 1/4 inch to save myself some vinyl ultimately. And there I go, and I'm ready to make it. So same deal, switch it around if it's heat transfer, and continue, and then connect your Cricut and go ahead and print it. And there we go. Go back to my home and delete, cancel the cut. I guess I didn't save it, so I'm good. And that's the end of it.